We are here with the VP of IT of the Carnival Corporation, Greg Sullivan. Now, those of you that know Carnival Corporation, what are some of the it's a hard word today. So, what are some of the companies underneath Carnival Corporation that you work with?
So, thanks, Eric. Pleasure to be here today, enjoying the show. We have, at Carnival Corporation, we sail under 10 different brands, 10 different cruise lines that represent about 50% of the total cruise market. We also have Alaskan lodges and rail cars. We are the largest motor coach operator in North America. A lot of people don't know that. We own island resorts all over the world. On any given day, we have about 220,000 people at sea.
Wow.
We employ 120,000 people from over 100 countries. We're truly a global enterprise, and we are the world's largest experience organization.
That is, well, see, that's why I asked, because there's a lot going on there. But as I said, you are the VP of IT. So can you tell us a little bit about what goes into that job with Carnival Corporations, where there's so much going on?
Well, there is a lot going on, and what you have to keep in mind about our enterprise is our data centers float.
Yes.
So, and they aren't always connected. We can't always presume that they're connected. So we have to figure out how to maximize our guests' experience. We have to figure out a way to exceed their expectations with the information that we have about them, and have that information at sea. Have it be redundantly available if one of the data centers goes down, because anything can happen on these ships, right? And we have to be able to transfer the data from shore to ship. And again, we can't always presume ubiquitous and persistent connectivity. It's a nice to have, but it's not something we can operate in and expect. So we have many challenges associated with the way we deliver, and we're very pleased to be working with Couchbase on bringing a stable environment to our ships.
Well, while I'm sadly not one of the many people that have been on your cruises, by the way, I expect that now that I know you, you're going to hook me up. I'm going to be one of those people. You got a lot of options of boats that I can go on. You can stick me in with the luggage. It's totally fine. But I'm very interested in hearing a little bit more about this relationship, and I know that I wrote down the name of the platform because it's a very interesting one. The Ocean Experience Platform. Can you tell us a little bit more about that platform and what that really means? And I know that you're even wearing part of what that platform is.
I am. So I have to clarify one thing, and it's very important I do this. We don't have boats, we have ships.
I'm sorry.
And we would be more than pleased to have you on one of...
I haven't been on any, so I'm calling them boats now.
We'd be more than pleased to have you on one of our ships sometime soon. We can offer a variety of experiences across those 10 brands. You can go on the party cruises. You can go on the cruises take your parents or your grandparents on a cruise. You take your whole family. There's any number of experiences we can offer for you. So we are deploying now new technology to our ships called Ocean, which is an acronym that stands for One Cruise Experience Access Network. We've dramatically improved connectivity to our ships on the Ocean program. And we've created essentially an experience intelligence engine that gives us an opportunity to better exceed your expectations when you do sail with us. At the core of that is Couchbase. That's where the data resides. And we can do things on the ship now that we couldn't do before. We have gaming across the ship. There's interactive portals on the ship. And all of this is location-based. When you wear this around the ship, your experience with us is completely frictionless. You no longer have to carry a cruise card. It opens your stateroom door automatically. If you want to go to the casino and do gaming, you can game on your portfolio right off of this. You can entertain yourself across the ship at the giant screen portals that are touchscreen. And if you want service, you can use your mobile app to request service, either a crew member to come and service you. You can order something specific. And if you change your location, they'll find you.
Right. Yeah, so, you've got a beacon on you.
And all of that from this.
I mean, that's pretty incredible, and it definitely makes me want to board one of your ships now that I know. But since the introduction of Ocean, can you tell us a little bit about what are some of the benefits that you're hearing from customers, some of the feedback that you've gotten? Because I know if I were on one of the ships, I would be raving about that.
So keep in mind you're talking about what have previously been disconnected experiences, and so just providing connectivity is a big opportunity and again, high speed, low latency connectivity. It's a big deal for our guests. But the convenience of being able to register for your safety drill by just walking into an area as opposed to having your card swiped or tapped. The seamless and expeditious embarkation experience that we can offer right now is a lot smoother, and it makes our guests happy. Our NPS scores have gone up pretty dramatically since we've introduced on the ships that we've introduced the Ocean program on. The connectivity experience has improved. But the one anecdote I'll share with you is we recently lit up one of the decks on one of the ships with all the door panels so that it automatically opened, and when they all lit up, we heard all the guests on the floor applauding. Okay. So it's a metric.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That is, I mean, it's really cool. And as you mentioned, one of the things that I know that I knew about, but also heard you say, was it's not on all the ships yet. And since you've introduced it on, how many ships is it on today?
So far we're on 2 ships in our Princess brand. Yep. We have 9 ships completely ready for it. By the way, on these ships, we take them through quite an upgrade. We put hundreds of miles of cable on the ship, thousands of sensors. We put smart TVs in every room. We change all the door panels and the door locks. We put portals all over the ship, 100 or so of them. I mean, it's a major transformation. And by the way, all of what I just described happens in 10 days. Wow. When the ship is in dry dock. It's a pretty remarkable thing to see. But the bottom line is 9 ships are planned right now, and we'll just be adding ships as we go through the fleet.
Well, one, I hope that there is a video someplace that shows the 10-day process, because I would never guess that that's a 10-day thing, because with as big as these ships are, I can imagine. But you mentioned that we're going to be that you're going to be rolling out more. So I'm kind of curious, to you, what does the future of this partnership look like? There's obviously a ton more that you're going to be able to do because of this connectivity, and hopefully, all the customers appreciate and are happy with it. But what do you say? What would you say the future of the relationship looks like?
That's a great question, Eric, and I just had the pleasure of meeting your CEO, Matt, and your CTO, Ravi, and we talked about that exact thing. And so what we have to figure out how to do, scaling to 4,000 guests on one ship is one thing. Yeah. Scaling across an entire brand like the Princess brand is another thing, and having visibility into all that. So visibility, telemetry is very key to us. Yes. We spoke about that. And then then we'll go to other brands over time. These ships will ultimately be all over the globe, so how we deal with that globally. As I mentioned earlier, we have Alaskan lodges that we may deploy in someday. So there's a shoreside component. There's ships. There's our island resorts. We have islands now in the Caribbean that you can walk on with this medallion. You have the same Wi-Fi access that you had on the ship. I mean, it can be a pretty seamless endeavor. So it's and who knows what can happen beyond all of that. But it's an exciting technology, so we see scale from many different perspectives, and we want to constantly be adding capability as well. So we're ready.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're ready to do it with you. It's exciting. All the things that you just mentioned, I mean, I haven't heard a lot of them, and so it's really interesting and really cool for me to hear that. And I hope to experience it firsthand to understand it even better, because I think that that's, until you've really experienced it, you won't even understand all the the things that you're going to be changed with because of it. But I appreciate your time, and I'm definitely looking forward to hearing what comes next, and I'm sure hopefully you'll be involved with our next Connect event, but I look forward to it. I'm not shaking hands today. I'm sick, so I'm just pounding it, but I appreciate it, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Eric. We appreciate the opportunity to be here and the great support we're getting from all your peers at Couchbase. Thank you.